Hello and welcome to this special presentation on Cricketnext. Opening salvo, your one-stop destination for all the IPL pre-match analysis this season. My name is Arnab, but you won't see a lot of me. You'll get your daily IPL gyan from a man who is one of the leading voices of Indian commentary today. I have with me Aakash Chopra, former India opener and a Kolkata Knight Rider himself. Aakash, welcome to Cricketnext.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to actually covering the length and breadth of the IPL and go actually in depth.
Alright, Aakash, we'll talk about the first match, the opener, the big match, which is of course the agenda for this episode. But before that, let me start by asking you a cliched question. How excited are you about this season? Too much happening.
You know, I am very excited for a variety of reasons. One, the new look teams. There was a time, in fact, last season somebody asked me to pick 4 teams right at the beginning. I actually picked 4, got 75% right. But this time around, I cannot predict. If you can't predict at the beginning of the IPL, you know that you're in for some sterling competition throughout the tournament. All teams are almost equally matched, and therefore you would expect a lot of drama. You'd expect lots of close games.
3 new Indian captains captaining teams for the first time. Looking forward to them?
Yes, because I was expecting Ravichandran Ashwin to be the captain. He went to the Kings 11 Punjab. That's brilliant. I think they'll be sorted because that's one team that's been notorious in changing their captains mid-season. That won't happen anymore is what I feel. Ajinkya Rahane, I actually thought that he will be the captain right at the start. He will be retained, named the captain. It came to him in a different way, slightly unfortunate way, but then I rate him very highly as a captain. I was slightly surprised with Dinesh Karthik being nominated as the captain of the Kolkata Knight Riders, but then he is it. I would have picked Robin Uthappa because of the association with the franchise, but of course they know something that we don't. They have seen, they've gone with a complete greenhorn in terms of captaincy, in terms of a guy playing for that franchise. He's in red hot form, so that works for him, but he has a mountain to climb because KKR, I see worries for them.
Alright, without much ado then, we'll go straight into the first match in our first segment, the battle. Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings, perhaps one of the biggest rivalries of IPL. Aakash, put this match into perspective for us, both these teams playing at Wankhede.
Huge, because if you look at these two sides, these are the powerhouses. They have the biggest fan base. One team is the defending champion, 3-time champion, that's the Mumbai Indians, playing at home at their fortress. But then on the other side, in the yellow corner, will be Mahendra Singh Dhoni's team. Won the IPL twice, one of the most successful teams in the history of the IPL, coming back after a 2-year hiatus. So you would expect a lot of emotions, you'll expect a lot of action, and also another small little twist is that Mahendra Singh Dhoni will be leading a side after 2 years. We've seen Dhoni leading a team, it's synonymous. Him as a captain is synonymous, but he's not led a side in 2 years, so that will be exciting. I think it's a battle to watch out for, and no better way to start the IPL than pitting these two giants together.
Akash, both these teams have managed to keep the core together. Even Chennai Super Kings coming back after 2 years, but they've managed to keep the main players together. How important would that be according to you?
Well, core is critical. If that core happens to be purely or largely Indian, that helps even more. With regards to the Mumbai Indians, you look down their team sheet, you see explosive players, you see a top quality first 11 side. They've got loads of all-rounders, is I think where they've invested majorly. You look at the Chennai Super Kings, they come with conditions apply. They have picked a side that's of course an aging unit, so they're not looking at 3, 4, 5 year plan. They're only looking at Vivo IPL 2018 and not beyond. And they've got players who will be ideally suited to play at the Chepauk Stadium pitch. They've got plethora of spinners and they've got lots of Indian batsmen to make sure when the ball is turning, gripping, stopping, they'll be up for it and they'll actually be quite good. But this game is at the Wankhede.
Right, short boundaries at the Wankhede. What would you suggest the winning captain to do? Bat first, bowl first?
You got to bowl first. Bowl first so that you know what the total is. There might be a little bit of dew towards the latter half of the game. 8 p.m. start around 10:30 p.m. There is a likelihood, not guaranteed, but there is a likelihood. If there is dew, you don't want to bowl with a bar of wet soap. You chase, and I think Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, they both would want to actually chase. T20 cricket, there is another phenomenon that's now rather gaining storm. That's chasing teams tend to win more.
The gyan has already started. The captain winning the toss needs to bowl first. Alright, moving on now to our second segment, which is the batsman to look out for. Aakash, quite a few explosive batsmen in both the units. Who is your pick?
Well, I am going for a slightly lesser known, rather a slightly unpopular, lesser popular choice. I'm going with Evan Lewis. One, I see him playing. Two, he's a left-handed West Indian who packs a punch. This is an ideal platform. You look at that surface, you know that the ball will come onto the bat nicely. The outfield is not that big. The ball does travel. Under lights, bowling will get a little difficult for the Chennai Super Kings bowling lineup, because they're a spin-dominated bowling lineup. And that's not going to give a lot of assistance, or rather they won't get too much assistance from the surface. Evan Lewis will be my pick. He has the opportunity to set this IPL on fire, something that Brendan McCullum did all those years ago, 10 years ago at the Chennai Stadium, Wankhede Stadium. Evan Lewis, well, it could be all even Stevens for this side.
Evan Lewis then is the batsman to watch out for according to Aakash. Moving on now to our next segment, the bowler to watch out for. Quite a few choices as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned, and as far as spinners are concerned, Chennai Super Kings, quite a few options. Who is your pick?
Well, considering the conditions at the Wankhede Stadium, there is bounce, there is pace, red soil pitch always assists the pacers. I'm going with the best T20 bowler in the world right now. The name is Jasprit Bumrah. He is, of course, will be bowling in the power play overs. He will also be used as a guy to break the partnership, and he's definitely your banker in the last 2 overs, rather the last 4 overs, out of which he'll bowl 2, and he'll be bowling a lot to the Indian batsmen. I am actually looking forward to see Jasprit Bumrah bowling. And I personally feel that he could be the guy who will be the toughest to get away on the night.
But tell me one thing, what is with Jasprit Bumrah in this format of the game? How does he change it from ODI cricket to T20 cricket? How does he manage to bowl the way he does in the death overs?
Well, Jasprit Bumrah is simply sensational. He's got immense control. He's got some quality skills. He's adding to those skills quite regularly. He's got the discipline and he's got the accuracy. He's perhaps the only Indian fast bowler, with an exception of Bhuvneshwar Kumar to a certain degree, who can bowl 6 Yorkers on the spot. He's got a slightly awkward action, takes a little longer for you to get used to. He's got a wonderful slower one, and that's not the knuckle ball. That's not even the leg break variation. It's a normal off break variation, but it tends to bounce a lot more. The length is outstanding when it comes to him bowling those slower ones. You can't get under, you can't sit back in the crease and dispatch them. He's just almost a perfect package when it comes to T20 cricket, bowling at death overs. And to top it all, he's got a wonderful temperament. Even if he gets hit for a 6 or a 4, he'll bounce back. The ball following that hit will always be a good ball, and that tells you that he has what it takes to succeed in the death overs.
Jasprit Bumrah then is the pick for the bowler of the match. Moving on now, next segment, the trump card of the match. Aakash, in this segment, we'll talk about one all-rounder. Who do you think could be the decisive factor in this match? Quite a few of them in both the teams. Who is your pick?
Mumbai Indians is a team that's littered with a lot of all-rounders in their middle order. I'm going with the younger Pandya brother. I'm going with Hardik Pandya for a variety of reasons. One, he's grown, he's improved as a bowler, though it's still work in progress, but you've seen his evolution quite a bit. As a batsman, I think he can be your finisher. He can also be the guy who can bat in the middle and take the innings into the deep end. He's a fantastic fielder, and if Mumbai Indians were to do well this season, Hardik Pandya has to do well. I think with all the confidence by playing in all 3 formats for India now over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months, he'll be quite a handful, and this could be his stage, this could be his tournament. So Hardik Pandya will be my pick.
Batsman, bowler, trump card, all 3 from Mumbai Indians. We know whom Aakash is supporting in this match. Alright, moving on now to our final segment, the big player battle of the match. Aakash, too many subplots in this big battle. Which one would be the key decisive one, according to you?
Well, I am going for Jasprit Bumrah bowling to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And there are a couple of layers to it. One, of course, a quality finisher and a quality fast bowler in the death overs. Perhaps one at the peak of his powers, the other powers are slightly at the wane, but still he's Mahendra Singh Dhoni. You can't really rule him out, and you can't just say that he'll be easily rolled over. So that is one battle that I would like to actually have. That's a mouth-watering prospect. Bumrah bowling to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And in the game context, I think that will hold a significant impact, because if Chennai Super Kings were to post a decent total, or if they were to chase down a decent total, last 4 overs will be critical to their performance, their success, and those 4 overs, 2 will be bowled by Bumrah. 9 out of 10 times you'll find Mahendra Singh Dhoni batting from over number 16 to 20th. Whoever wins that battle might end up winning the game for his side.
All right, Aakash, thank you very much for your time and thank you for putting this match into perspective. That's a wrap on the first episode of Opening Salvo. Keep watching. We'll come to you every match day with all the pre-match analysis. Aakash Chopra will give you all the gap.